welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a little tutorial slash review on the Boxycharm that I got this month for September, and this is my first time getting a Boxycharm, so it's pretty exciting. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you all the products I got and what is the whole box worth, and then later on in this video I'll do a little tutorial with the eyeshadow palette that we got. So if you guys want to see what I got, then keep on watching. So for everybody who doesn't know what Boxycharm is, it's like a monthly subscription to this company called Boxycharm, and they send you a box with either 4 to 5 products a month, full size, for $21 a month. And you don't know what you get until it's that month. And yeah, they just send out from different brands, full-size products. That way you can try out everything. So it's pretty awesome for makeup lovers like me and everybody else who loves makeup. I think it's a really good deal. I mean, full-size items, that's pretty awesome. And sometimes they have like really good brands that are well known. And I think this September's month was a really good box that we got. So yeah, let me show you what the box looks like. It's like this. And then you open it up, and then let me show you what I got. Okay, first thing I see here is a hair repair mask, and this one retails for, how much does it retail for? $20. This one is kind of like it's not a full size. This one's actually a sample little size, but it's a really good size if you can see from it. So I can't wait to use this. You put in your hair, you leave it in there, and you let it do its job. Also, all the stuff in the box is worth more than $100 because they're all full size. So that's the whole point of Boxycharm. They give you 4 to 5 items, that's full size, that's 21 bucks a month, but all this stuff is worth more than $100 in the box. So that's pretty cool and neat. Next up, I have the HD powder. Some people got blushes. I got the setting powder, and this one's from Studio Makeup, and I mean, it's pretty nice. I used it, and the price on that one is $35. Okay, next up is my first, finally I own a ColourPop, I can say. ColourPop Lippy Ultra Satin. This one looks like a beautiful kind of mauve nude. It's called Strep, and it's an ultra satin lip, and this one is $6. Let's see what else we have next. The next up is we have this brush duo, which I already used for the look today. They are from Body Graphy. They're $20 for both of them, and this one is like a liner. You can use this one for your brows, or you can make a wing liner with it. I just use it for my shadow. It's not that thick. I mean, that thin. I like mine a little bit more thinner for my eyebrows. But, if you have like thicker eyebrows or something, this might be nice for you. This one is a flat shader, which is really cool if you want to like, pack color all over your lid. It's really good for that. And next up is the main thing of this box. It's an eyeshadow from Pure Cosmetics, and it's called Soiree Diaries. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's really cute. This is what it looks like. These 2 rows are mattes, and then the last row is shimmered, which is really nice because I know some people love mattes a lot. Some palettes have a lot of shimmers that you have to bring in other palettes to complete your look, which is nice that you have a pretty good range of mattes in here. And the last but not least is a MAC eyebrow pencil that you get. It doesn't come with a spoolie, so you have to use a spoolie, and that's how thin it is. Oh, sorry, the eyeshadow palette is worth how much? How much? $34 from Pure Cosmetics. And then the MAC brow pencil is worth, where is it? $18 from MAC. And that's all that we got in the box. It's pretty cool and I'm excited. So yeah, let's get going to the tutorial part to see how I got this eye look. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the look and the tutorial. I'll see you right now. I'm gonna prep my brows and my eyelids right now, and I'm gonna use the MAC brow pencil that came with the Boxycharm. I'm also using a spoolie from my Anastasia brow brush because it not come with spoolie, and right now I'm just brushing out my brow hairs. I'm just brushing them out so I can see where I can start drawing my line, so I can start filling in my brows. And that's what the tip looks like. And now we're gonna just start. I like to start from the top. Some people start from the bottom. I'm just gonna slowly start doing stroke like hair movements in my brows so they can look more natural, and I'm just filling them in. I haven't mastered doing my brows perfect yet. I'm still working on it, but I'm doing way better than I've done before. So right now I'm just working on filling them in and filling the sparse hairs where I'm missing hair on my brows. So yeah, you just keep working the pencil in your brows. So yeah, as you can see, I filled one side of my brow and then I did the other brow off camera. I did not like this brow pencil, as you can tell from my face reaction. It was just really waxy and really hard to work with. I really didn't like that. And right now we're gonna start getting ready to set our eyelids with some concealer so we can start putting the shadows on. Now I'm just using that setting powder that came with the Boxycharm and just setting my eyelids where I put the concealer on. I'm using that today as an eyeshadow base so the eyeshadows can stick to my eyelids, and I'm just patting it down. And this is the palette that came with the Boxycharm. So beautiful. The colors are all neutrals and 2 rows of mattes and 1 is shimmer. I'm going to use my Morphe R35 brush. It's a fluffy crease brush. I'm going to use that into my crease to put it inside my crease and a little bit above my crease since I have hooded eyelids. I'm using the shade Gala, and that's going to be my transition shade, and I'm buffing it into my crease and a little bit above my crease just because I have hooded deep set eyes and I want to make sure you're able to see my eyeshadow even when I have my eyes open. So you just buff that in and go back and forth like windshield swipers. And this is what it's supposed to look like. You really can't tell that there's nothing there. This is kind of like my skin tone color. Next, I'm using Splurge as my shade to go in my crease. I'm using a more precise crease brush, and I'm trying to concentrate the color only in my crease. And I'm going back and forth again like windshield swipers. And I'm just putting that only in my crease. Even if it goes a little bit above the crease, it's okay. But I'm trying to concentrate this color only into my crease. I'm getting ready to start deepening up my crease a little bit. So now that we have our transition shade down, we can start slowly building up the color in our crease. And I'm just going back and forth now. It should look something like this, like a little wash of color. Next, I'm going to use the R35 brush again that we used earlier to put our transition shade. And now I'm just blending the 2 colors together so it can look like a nice wash of color. Using my Morphe 149 brush, it's a more precise crease brush. And I'm using the shade Stunner into my crease and I'm buffing that in. And now we're just moving in with darker colors, slowly buffing it into our crease. And I'm just going back and forth. And just move slowly. I love this brush because it's so precise and it's soft and it blends out shadows really beautiful. So I do recommend this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's also nice if you want to do like an inner corner with it. Yeah, it's a really nice brush. It should look something like this when you're done. We're still not done yet. I'm going to use the Sephora brush I used earlier. And basically I'm just buffing out the edges, making sure that there's no harsh lines and everything is blended in really nicely. So I'm going with this one a little bit above my crease, not exactly in my crease, and also to the outside edges, just buffing it out, making sure there's no harsh lines. This is my favorite brush. It's from Mary Kay. It's a shader brush, and I'm using the darkest color in the palette called Epic, and I'm putting that into the outer corners of my eye. What I love about this brush is it gets a lot of color. It packs a lot of color on the brush, and then I can just pat it in. Right now I'm not shading it, blending it, nothing. I'm just patting it in my outer corner of the eyelid. You want to do it slowly, because if you start putting it in and blending it out, since the color is so dark, it could get everywhere. If you like to do your foundation first, this color did have a lot of fallout, like a lot. So I say first go in slowly and just pack on the color on the outer lid, and you should be fine. So right now it's gonna look a little crazy. It's not gonna look really blended out, because we're just concentrated right now on packing the color on our lid. So you just take your time and you go slowly, and we're gonna pack it only on the outer corner so it can do a little punch at the end of the look. And yeah, you just keep patting. And I'm adding more pigment. The more I pat, the more pigment I pick up and I add. Yeah, we look a little crazy right now, but we're not done, okay? We're using the Morphe 169 brush again that I used earlier. And with that little pointed tip, we're gonna start blending out the edges, and I'm gonna blend it a little bit in my crease. That way it can look more nicely, more beautiful, more blended out. So right now we're just blending out the color, making it look not so harsh, since we already put our pigment on the outer corner of the eye. So now we're just slowly blending it out. What I notice about these shadows, if you overblend too much too, it like disappears and it just goes away. So, you know, just try to be careful with them. Blend as much as you think you can without the shadows blending away, and you should be fine. And over here I'm just blending it out, and I'm also adding a little bit more color back in and just blending the outer corner. It should look something like this, but we're still not done yet. We're gonna start cutting our crease, and we're gonna do a half a cut crease. So not all the way, just kind of like half through, because I want to put on my inner corner of my lid, I want to put a shimmer. So I think that cutting the crease helps a lot, and it'll pack more of a punch, and the shimmers will stick onto it better. So right now I'm just cutting my crease halfway and just blending it out a little bit into my outer corner of the color. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm going to do half a cut crease. And then when you're done, don't forget to set it with setting powder. If you have, especially if you have hooded eyes like me and deep set eyes, because once you start opening your eyes like all the way through, when you cut your crease, you usually cut it with what is it called? With concealer. So you'll start having concealer like in your crease, all the way up in my brow bone, and it's not gonna look so good. Right now I'm just making sure that I'm setting everything in, and I'm gonna use that beautiful shimmer shade from the palette called Glitzy. Oh, sorry, it's called Cosmo. And that's the last color in the palette, the shimmer one that's really dark. And I'm just putting it on my inner corner of the eyelid. And right now I'm using the same Mary Kay brush that I used earlier, the one that's a shader one. I'm just packing the color on right now. I'm not really worrying about blending it. I'm just packing the shimmer on the lid first. using the brush that came with the Boxycharm now, I'm gonna take it and put some more of that shimmer on it, and I'm actually gonna spray some Fix Plus on it just because I want it to pop more, and I love that more foiled finish look. And right now I'm just popping that into my inner corners and making it bright more and blending it together. And it should look something like this when you're done. And now I just took a makeup wipey and cleaned the outer edges, and now I'm gonna finish my look and come back for the finished look. Hey loves, so this is the completed look, and the eyeshadow is done. I threw on a wing, some fake lashes, and finished up my face. So this is the completed look with the Boxycharm. I used the eyeshadow. I used some of the brushes they sent me with it. This eyeshadow from Per. And oh, this is my first time owning a Colourpop lippy, and I'm kind of loving it. I'm wearing it right now. This one is strep, so it's really beautiful. It's like a kind of like a mauve nude, and this is their ultra satin. So I really enjoy it. I love it. I might get more. Yes, it's my first one. All the products that I got from Boxycharm, actually I don't own none of them. Like, I don't own that brand as a makeup brand. So it's pretty awesome to try out new things. What else did I use? Oh yeah, I used the pencil, the eyebrow pencil from MAC, but I was not really a big fan of it. I did not like it, as you see earlier in the video. It's just really waxy, and it's really hard to work with. It's not so smooth. It doesn't glide on smooth. It gave me a hard time, but I'm still gonna get use out of it. I mean, you know, there's not gonna be all the time stuff that you're gonna like, but overall this was a really good box for the month. Other than that, I mean, and I used a lot of people got the loose blush, but I guess I ended up getting the HD finishing powder. So I use this to bake under my eyes and all that good stuff. This one is from Makeup Studio, or Studio Makeup. And yeah, I pretty much use all the products except for the hair mask. But everything in the box this month for September I loved, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what comes out in October. So yes, if you love this video and you like the tutorial, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe down to my channel. And don't forget to put the notification button so when I upload my next video. Also, if you want to follow me on my other social medias, they'll be linked down below. Also, all the products I use on my face, other from the Boxycharm, I'll link everything down below so you know what I used for you know, my mascara and all that good stuff. Alright, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you're at, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!